This is your Barbados Today Morning News Update for Tuesday, May 7th, 2019. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carol Williams. It's a nerve-wracking day for children and their parents across Barbados. That's because thousands of primary school students are today writing the Barbados Secondary School's entrance examination, also known as the 11 Plus or Common Entrance Exam. In total, there are 3,382 students sitting it. Just over 1,700 of them are male and a little over 1,600 are female. Of note, 14 10-year-old students have requested permission to write the exam due to their age. Some 142 non-nationals who met the immigration requirements are also sitting it. Minister of Education Santia Bradshaw tells Barbados Today that all systems are a go.
I would also want to remind the students to give of their best as they would in any other test challenge that they have to face, and to just remind them that this examination does not define them or to determine how successful they will be in life. I know also that many of the teachers and the parents have worked hard to prepare these children for the examination, and that this is an equally important day for them also, as they too have sacrificed a lot to help their children to focus and to help the students to be able to give them this necessary support to prepare them for the examination.
A new problem is brewing in the public transportation sector. This time, route taxi owners are upset over a government decision to grant concessions to maxi taxis or ZMs, which sign on to the Transport Augmentation Program. Several owners tell Barbados Today they are shocked, hurt and disappointed in the decision since they've been calling for similar concessions for over 8 years. PRO of the Alliance Owners of Public Transport, Mark Haynes, says he's awaiting final word on whether the duty-free concessions will be granted to all public service vehicles. A number of Barbadian women continue to shun help for substance abuse problems. This according to Troy Wickham, Deputy Manager at the National Council on Substance Abuse, who believes this is due to stigma. He says the council is moving to help combat the problem through a number of initiatives, including increasing its social media presence.
Research has shown us that yes, there are women out there suffering from substance abuse. However, they don't present themselves for treatment at treatment centers. So I'm hoping that you get women who are seen as leaders in the community, parents. Most homes in Barbados are single parent homes, and they're managed by women, and we are hoping that girls who can use the information and use social media actually to spread the word, gain knowledge, and as we all know, knowledge is power.
It was a somber mood at the law school yesterday as staff, students and old scholars got the opportunity to view the body of Major Sam Headley, a stalwart of the institution. He died last month at the age of 89. Principal Winston Dowich explains why it was important to pay respects to Major Headley.
Major Sam Headley would have been an integral part of the history of the law school, starting back from his days as the first black head boy of the law school, and the confusion that it caused at that time. But he, through his life, he contributed to starting the cadets at the head school. There's a fund at the school in his name, the Major Sam Headley Fund, where we seek to provide assistance for students who are needy. Every year when we commemorate the founding of the school, we always make sure that the students get an understanding of Major Sam Headley, the role that he played at the school, and the contribution that he made to the law school.
Son of the deceased, Dr. Sam Headley, was moved by the tribute.
As a family, we are very appreciative of the members of the law school, the principal, and all the individuals who made this possible to honor Daddy in this way. And I know that he would have been very, very honored and would have appreciated this honor that is being given to him. So the law school really meant a lot to Daddy. He came here as a little boy and had some tremendous experiences that shaped his life, and so much so that he would always talk about the law school, and it meant a whole lot to him.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Authorities in Trinidad and Tobago are reporting an alarming increase in the number of children who are suffering with depression. We get the details from CNC3 News.
Children today are said to be suffering from all kinds of pressures, namely peer pressure. According to Puran Sankar, manager of the SWRHA's psychiatric unit, there has been a frightening number of children attempting suicides.
One of the new phenomenon that we are discovering that is taking place at our clinics and within this wider society, many have come to us for help. There's the issue of self-harm, and that is getting to a dangerous level.
Mr. Sankar says more children are suffering from depression.
Traditionally, we will think of depression as an adult issue, but our children are also experiencing depression. And for those who are quite familiar with what takes place at the end of depression, when it gets really bad, where someone cannot really control it anymore, it brings on the issue of suicide.
And finally, there are growing concerns in India over what will happen next for people left homeless by the biggest cyclone to hit the country in 20 years. Some communities are frustrated with the lack of post-storm services. We get the details from Al Jazeera.
Sanjya Rani Patnaik has lived in Puri for 30 years, making a living selling souvenirs to tourists visiting this Hindu holy city. When Cyclone Fani slammed ashore, her life changed forever.
We lost everything. We don't have money to build the house or to even feed our family. People have come to look at our house, but no help. We just want someone to help us rebuild.
Not far away in the village of Nimapada, 2,000 people were brought to this school complex for shelter. Before the storm, they were promised food and a place to stay for 15 days.
We are in big trouble. We don't have a place to stay. I'm staying with my family here. They gave us food for 2 days and now want us to leave. Where will we go? They should at least let us stay until we can build our own shelter.
And that concern about what comes next in the wake of the cyclone is shared by many others. The Indian government has been congratulated on its pre-storm planning, preventing a large number of casualties. But local communities here in Puri are very frustrated because of the lack of post-storm services, setting up several roadblocks on the main road into town.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. And sign up for breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Carol Williams. Have a good day.